Back here at Fort Morgan High School, Josh Miller alongside Braden Schneider bringing you tonight's girl basketball action here as they're set to take on the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Starting lineups, Mustang starting lineup brought to you by Cargill Meat Solutions. Cargill Meat Solutions takes as much pride in the community just as they do in the products they provide to their consumers. Part of the KSIR B106 scholarship program. Tonight for the home team Mustangs, number 12, Sammy Pettyjohn, number 20, Allie Schneider, number 22, Brooke Wiederspan, number 30, Alexis Bills, and number 42, Ashley Apple. For the visiting Rough Riders, number 1, Sydney J. Cox, number 4, Aaron Seeley, number 14, Becky Edson, number 21, Gabby Ramirez, and number 22, Tiffany Tremble. For the Mustangs, going to be key, as we've discussed, controlling Ramirez as much as they can. A good game for the Mustangs to work on some things, as Braden hit on and Coach Krackemeyer discussed earlier here tonight. They want to see some things done defensively they worked on the last couple of days in practice. Limit their fouls, limit their turnovers, and add them up when we're all said and done after 4 quarters here tonight, Braden, see where we fall.
Most definitely, and the Mustangs look to rebound, and kind of shows this is a different Mustang team we've seen this year. They're playing solid and hanging around with some of these better teams, so it's been a good year so far, and I look for the Mustangs to continue that tonight. Tonight's opening tip brought to you by Engmeyer Phillips Insurance. Engmeyer Phillips Insurance, locally in Fort Morgan Brush, offers home, health, auto, farm, business, and workers' compensation insurance. Schneider for the Mustangs jumped the ball off the tips, controlled by the Rough Riders. Rough Riders have it their end of the floor. Ball's kicked out to Ramirez just in front of the Mustangs bench. 3-point line now in low lane. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by the Rough Riders and put back up, and we've got a foul. Foul looks to be on Schneider. And that's going to send Aaron Seeley to the line to shoot 2. Seeley sets, shots up, and no good.
Edwards Right Price Market and Flowerland, located at 1201 East Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan. Stop by and get what you need to refuel on game days.
Second shot no good off the front of the rim, taken and rebounded by Apple. Apple quickly outlets the ball up court to Pettyjohn. Pettyjohn looks for help. Gets it up top in Schneider. Schneider's jump shot left side just inside the 3-point line was tipped. No good, rebounded by the Rough Riders who are quick to push the floor. Shot up, left block, laid in and good by number 22, Tiffany Tremble. Pettyjohn runs into trouble trying to get across half court on the inbounds play. Has it knocked out of her hands and out of bounds. They'll stay with the Mustangs. 7:06 here just underway. Fort Morgan High School. Josh Miller alongside Braden Schneider bringing you girls basketball here as the Mustangs take on the Roosevelt Rough Riders. 2-0. Mustangs trail early as Pettyjohn sends it across to Bills. Bills has it poked away, taken by Ramirez of the Rough Riders. Ramirez pushes the pace down the court, hands it off in low to Tremble. Tremble shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded by the Rough Riders. Put back up, rebounded by Tremble of the Rough Riders. Her shot attempt's no good, and rebounds taken by Wiederspan. Wiederspan outlets quickly to Schneider. Schneider looks to get across half court, runs into double team pressure at half court, and throws the ball away and out of bounds. Mustang turnover. Mustangs first turnover, second turnover here early tonight. Something Coach Krackemeyer discussed and like to see that controlled here as we head towards halftime. Rough Riders with the basketball. Ramirez, their leading scorer and player to watch on the pass in low, has it taken away by Schneider. Schneider quickly gets across half court, runs into a double team, and cannot hang on to the basketball as the Rough Riders throw it wildly up court. Ball's taken by Ramirez, sent in low to Tremble. Tremble lays it in and good. Early, Tiffany Tremble has all 4 points here in this basketball game as the Mustangs trail 4-0. Schneider has the ball. 3-point line now drives the lane. Goes up for the shot. She's fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. Fouls on Tiffany Tremble. Team's first for the Rough Riders. That's going to send Schneider to the line for the Mustangs, shooting 2. Rough Riders setting a quick pace here early. Mustangs struggling to keep up. As Schneider sets and shoots her first. No good.
T.O. Charlie's. See T.O. Charlie's for a great used car or truck today. If you don't see what you want on the lot, they will find it for you at 700 West Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan.
Schneider sets to shoot her second. It is up, no good. Rebounded by Apple. Apple trying to go back up and does. Puts it in and good. Ashley Apple with the rebound and 2-point basket off the Schneider miss. Closes the gap here. 4-2 Mustangs trail. 5:30 to go here first quarter. Rough Riders in low on the shot attempt. Have it blocked by Bills. Ball's picked up and collected by Schneider. Sent the length of the floor to Bills. Bills look for the shot. Instead sends it into Apple. And whistle's blown. Looks like Ashley traveled. Turnover on the Mustangs. Apple a little too quick to move her feet as that pass was sent in by Bills. Going to give the ball back here to the Roosevelt Rough Riders as the Mustangs trail here early, 4-2. Ball up top the key, 3-point line guarded by Bills. Now sent left side Ramirez. 3-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Wiederspan. Wiederspan quick to give it to Schneider. Schneider again runs into double team pressure by Roosevelt. Has the ball taken away by Ramirez. Rough Riders with numbers on the break. Laid up, no good. Rebounded and put back by the Rough Riders and good. Rebound by Aaron Seeley off the miss. Roosevelt had the numbers there. Mustangs struggling to get back on the break. Shot is good, and that's going to send Seeley to the line to convert the 3-point play. Fouls on Sammy Pettyjohn of the Mustangs. Her first, Mustangs second as Seeley sets to shoot and convert the 3-point play. Shot up and good. Sub for the Rough Riders into the game. Number 10, which we don't have on our roster. Apologize for that. As Bills gets the ball in the inbound play, sends it right side baseline. Apple's jump shot, no good. High off the rim, rebounded by the Rough Riders. Seeley quickly outletted to Ramirez. Pass a little long. Ramirez tries to save it. Rough Riders able to maintain possession. Shot taken left side, just in front of the Mustangs bench. 3-point line, no good. Rebounded by the Rough Riders. Tremble. Tremble turned into the lane. Whistle blown. They're going to say she traveled. Ball back to the Mustangs. 4:30 to go here. First quarter, Mustangs trail 7-2 here early. As Pettyjohn sends it right side, Wiederspan. Wiederspan's jump shot a little long. It's collected by the Rough Riders. Seeley off the rebound, and Wiederspan a little over aggressive is going to be blown for the foul. Fouls on the Mustangs. Brooke Wiederspan. She missed her jump shot and then a little over aggressive to try to get the basketball back. Committed her first, and she's going to go to the bench, take a break as Brittany Winsheimer comes into the game for the Mustangs. Pettyjohn, Bills, Schneider, Apple, Winsheimer on the floor for the Lady Mustangs. Here at home tonight, Fort Morgan High School, Fort Morgan, Colorado, as the Mustangs take on the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Shots missed by the Rough Riders on the inbounds play, taken by the Mustangs. Pettyjohn gets across half court, has the ball poked away and taken by Seeley, recovered by Rough Riders as they come across half court. Ball sent in the corner, Ramirez. Ramirez, the Roosevelt Rough Riders leading scorer, player the Mustangs have to control here tonight. Ball's taken and driven baseline, and Rough Riders lose possession with the ball out of bounds. Sub in for the Rough Riders as Sydney Jaycox heads out. And Haley Platt comes into the game for her. Danielle Gross into the ball game for the Mustangs as Sammy Pettyjohn takes a seat, as is Macy Shookie as Apple goes to the bench to catch her breath as well. Schneider, Bills, Gross, Shookie, Winsheimer on the floor for the Mustangs. Schneider's softball pass, length of the floor is not handled by Winsheimer, and we're going to have a foul. Looked like Brittany again couldn't handle the basketball, trying to go after it and regain possession, gets called for the foul. Story of these last couple ball games, Braden, has been some fouls that aren't necessarily the smartest of fouls being made. Mustangs being very aggressive, just almost too aggressive as they shoot themselves in the foot with some of these fouls.
Most definitely. We talked about it in Skyline, we'll talk about it again, is they have to play smart, aggressive defense. There's never a problem with fouling, but when you commit 32 fouls and 36 total in the game, that's too many fouls. It's hard to win a basketball game when you're sending somebody to the line 40% of the time or whatever the percentage may be. It's just tough to win basketball games that way, and along with that is turnovers, as the Mustangs already have 7 turnovers in this first quarter. That's something you're going to have to cut down on if they want to stay in this game.
Rough Riders' shot was missed, and as Schneider comes across half court, she was fouled by number 10 of the Rough Riders. Mustangs ball as it's inbounded in front of the scorer's table to Schneider. Schneider right side, Gross. Mustangs working away from their bench here early in this first half. As the pass is sent in low to Bills. Bills can't hang on to it, and it goes out of bounds. Another turnover here early for the Mustangs. Gives the ball back to the Rough Riders. 2:50 to go, first quarter. Mustangs trail 7-2. As the ball sent baseline left side to Plack. Her jump shot from 20 feet's in and good. Haley Plack with the 2-point basket extends this lead for the Rough Riders 9-2 with 2:30 to go here first quarter. Bills brings it across half court. Can't hang on to the basketball. It's poked away and out of bounds. And officials say last touch by the Mustangs. It's going to be the 9th turnover I have here unofficially. 9th turnover here early in this first quarter for the Mustangs, to the 3 turnovers for Roosevelt. Ball's inbounded by the Rough Riders. Lauren Cooper to Gabby Ramirez. Gabby Ramirez sends it back to Tremble. Tremble back to Ramirez. 3-point shot in and good. Just in front of the Mustangs bench. About 2 feet behind the 3-point line. Looked like she was well guarded, but nonetheless, points are good for Ramirez as the Mustangs head back their end of the floor. Pettyjohn can't hang on to the basketball, has it taken away down low by Ramirez. Ramirez jump shot is taken away by Gross. And they're going to call a jump ball. Gross had both hands on the ball as Ramirez went up for the shot. Gross initially thought she was going to be whistled for the foul. As she turned and saw the officials with thumbs up, signaling the jump ball. Mustangs have the possession arrow and the basketball with 2 minutes to go here first quarter. Rough Riders putting pressure on the Mustangs. Mustangs can't get across half court before the ball's taken away by Plack. Plack quickly sends it to Ramirez. Ramirez shot's no good, rebounded by Alexis Bills. Bills tries to get across half court. She's got a double team and pressure on her as the ball's poked away and out of bounds. Last touch by the Rough Riders. Mustangs will have the ball. Sub in for the Rough Riders. Cindy Jaycox back into this basketball game for Haley Plack. On the floor for the Mustangs, Bills, Pettyjohn, Shooky, Gross, Winsheimer. On the inbounds play, Bills has it knocked away and poked out of bounds by Becky Edson. Edson of the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Ball back to the Mustangs. 3/4 of the court to cover here as Pettyjohn again runs into the double team. Picks up her dribble and has some pressure put on her and gets whistled for the travel. Coach Krackemeyer wants to talk about it with his team. We'll take a quick break with them. 1:31 to go here first quarter. Mustangs trail 12-2. Listening to Mustangs basketball, B106, B106.com. Back here for Morgan High School, Josh Miller alongside Braden Schneider bringing you girls basketball coverage here on B106 as the Mustangs trail here early in this basketball game to the Roosevelt Rough Riders, 12-2. 1:31 to go in this first quarter. Coach Krackemeyer talking it over with his team as they regroup. 12 turnovers here for the Mustangs in this first quarter. Most of those turnovers have converted to points for the Rough Riders. Outside of that, the Mustangs are playing pretty good defense. Other than the breaks, the Rough Riders are getting on those Mustangs turnover. Off the timeout, ball sent into the corner, 3-point line, shot up by Becky Edson for the Rough Riders, no good, and it rattles around and out of bounds. Mustangs basketball. 12-2, Mustangs trail by 10 here early, 1:23 to go. First quarter, Schneider struggling to get it in, throws it towards half court, not able to be picked up by any of her teammates. 5-second call was on the horizon there as no Mustangs were able to get free of the pressure by the Rough Riders. Ball's thrown away and out of bounds, given back to Roosevelt. Ramirez lays it up and in off the inbounds play, unguarded. Extending this lead here to 12. 14-2, Pettyjohn pushes the pace for the Mustangs. As she entered the middle of the lane, she was fouled. Fouled by Sydney Jaycox. That's going to be her first. Mustangs have the basketball underneath their basket. Schneider set to inbound it. Allie Schneider, Brittany Winsheimer, Macy Schucke, Sammy Pettyjohn, Danielle Gross on the floor for the Lady Mustangs. Ball's inbounded to Pettyjohn. Schneider wants it back in the corner, doesn't get it. Instead sends it far side to Gross. Gross hits the streaking Winsheimer baseline. Winsheimer sends it in low to Schneider. Schneider loses control temporarily. Possession's taken by Pettyjohn. Pettyjohn has the lane and lays it up and in. Sammy Pettyjohn with the 2-point basket as that ball rattled around. Sammy able to come away with it cleanly and lays it up and in. Rough Riders throw the ball out of bounds as they try to send it in low to Tremble. Turnover for the Rough Riders. Gives the ball back to the Mustangs with 30 seconds to go in this first quarter. 14-4. Schneider has the basketball, drives the lane, jump shot in and good. 24 seconds on the clock as it's running. Mustangs have to get back on defense as Ramirez quickly pushes the pace down the floor. Into the lane, jump shot, 10 foot, no good. Rebounded by Gross. Gross has it poked away, recovered by Roosevelt. Roosevelt's jump shot here by Ramirez, no good. 7 seconds here as the ball's into the corner, thrown back up top to the Rough Riders. Jaycox. Jaycox throws it up here as time's about to expire, but we've got a foul and a whistle's blown with 1 second left in this first quarter. Fouls on Danielle Gross, her first. Sending the Rough Riders' Sydney Jaycox to the line to shoot 2. First free throw's up, no good.
Platte Valley Hearing Center at 417 Main Street in Fort Morgan, getting your hearing to its very best.
14-6, Mustangs trail. First quarter, 1 second left on the clock as the second shot's missed. Rebounded by Tremble and thrown back up and in as time expires. Shot is good as the clock horns the end of the first quarter. Mustangs trail 16-6. We'll add up some unofficial numbers here. First quarter, take a quick break. Listen to girls basketball, B106, B106.com. Back here, Fort Morgan High School, Josh Miller alongside Braden Schneider. Rough Riders have the basketball to start this second half. Mustangs trail 16-6 as the Rough Riders take the three-point shot in front of the Mustangs bench. Shots long, no good. Rebounded by Tremble and put back up and in. Tremble's their leading rebounder here for Roosevelt. Mustangs going to have to do a better job of rebounding her down low and eliminate those second attempts. Mustangs end of the floor. Jump shot baseline by Wiederspan's no good. Rebounded by the Rough Riders. Rough Riders with a really quick pace here, Braden, pushing the issue. Mustangs struggling to get back on defense and really creating some stops as Ramirez misses the 2-point basket, rebounded by Schneider. Schneider drives the lane unguarded. Shot, free throw line, no good. Back out to Bills. Bills thinks about a shot. Instead sends it right side to Pettyjohn. Pettyjohn pulls the basketball back up top as she now resets the offense. Bills 3-point shot, left side, a little long, no good. Taken, rebounded by Wiederspan. Puts it back up and in and good. Brooke Wiederspan with the rebound and 2-point basket. Closes the gap here, 18-8. Mustangs trail. 6:45 to go, second quarter. Shot straight away, 3-point line by Jaycox, in and good. Mustangs have to get out, at least get a hand in the face, and put some pressure on these Roosevelt Rough Riders who offensively score a lot of points. Leading the Tri-Valley League this year, 7-0. Tri-Valley League record for the Rough Riders in first place. Schneider has the basketball for the Mustangs, lets her team get set offensively, sends it right side Bills. Mustangs back with their original 5 on the floor to start this second quarter. Ashley Apple, Alexis Bills, Sammy Pettyjohn, Brooke Wiederspan, Allie Schneider. Shot by Apple's no good, rebounded by the Rough Riders, brought back down to their end of the floor. Sent up top to Jaycox, guarded by Wiederspan, now right side into the corner to Ramirez. Pettyjohn forces the ball back up top as Schneider takes it away. Mustangs have the numbers if they can use them. 2-on-1 break, Schneider to Pettyjohn, and as Pettyjohn goes up for the shot, she's fouled. Sammy Pettyjohn for the Mustangs will go to the line and shoot 2. Fouls on Gabby Ramirez for the Rough Riders, her first, as Pettyjohn sets to shoot 2. 5:41 to go, second quarter. Mustangs trail 21-8. Pettyjohn's free throws up and no good.
Ackley Building Center, your one-stop center for projects around your home, office, or yard. Ackley Building Center, located at 1402 Mill Street in Brush.
Second attempt by Pettyjohn is good. 21-9, Mustangs trail. Ball inbounded to Ramirez. Ramirez brings it across half court. Talked a little bit about the trap in the pregame. Braden, I haven't seen a whole lot of traps on our end of the floor. I'm not sure if it's something we're running at this point early in this basketball game or something we're going to see later. But I haven't seen that pressure from the Mustangs yet this far.
No, I don't think the Mustangs have been able to set it up, as fouls have been a big issue, and they're not being able to get back on defense, as this Roosevelt team is quick and they're getting beat off of the inbounds play, off of a turnover or off of a made basket.
Whistle's blown on Schneider. Double dribble is the call. Rough Riders have the basketball on the inbounds play. Jaycox runs baseline, puts the shot up. Shot's no good, but Whistle's blown and a foul on the Mustangs. 22. Brooke Wiederspan. That's going to be her second, and that's going to send Jaycox to the line to shoot two. 21-9. Mustangs trail here as they take on the Roosevelt Rough Riders here at home at Fort Morgan. 5:11 to go in this first half. Jaycox first is no good.
Buildings by Design. The most important thing to buying a new building or starting a new design build project is picking the right company to build it. Call Pat Walter, Travis Lefevre, or Jared Samples for your free bid. 970-842-5837. Buildingsbydesign.com.
Second is also missed by Jaycox. Rebounded by Apple. Apple almost had it taken away, but did well there to outlet the ball to Schneider. Schneider has her pocket pick top of the three-point line, Mustang side of the court. As the Rough Riders regroup, Ramirez's threes in and good. Mustangs a little confused as they're playing catch-up to get back on defense with these turnovers and have been unable to handle the pressure here by the Rough Riders. That three by Ramirez extends his lead 24-9 as the Mustangs once again lose possession on their end of the floor. Rough Riders have the basketball. 4:30 to go in this second quarter. Sent down in low to Seeley. Seeley's turnaround jump shot no good. Well guarded by Schneider. Schneider picks up the rebound, sends it up court to Bills. Bills unguarded, three-point line. Off the front of the rim. Rebound taken by Pettyjohn and quickly sent back out to Bills, but they're going to say before she got it passed away. Jump ball. Possession arrow with the Mustangs. Mustangs will hold on to the basketball. 4:13 to go in this first half. 24-9. Mustangs trail. Danielle Gross, Alexis Bills, Ashley Apple, Brooke Wiederspan, Allie Schneider in the basketball game for the Lady Mustangs. Schneider sets her inbounds offense, inbounds it quickly to Apple. Apple's jump shot from 10 feet away, no good off the back of the rim, rebounded by Jaycox. Jaycox pushes the issue for the Rough Riders, sends it to Ramirez in the corner. Ramirez shot a little long, no good. Ball gets poked away and out of bounds on the rebound attempt, and they're going to say it's last touched by the Mustangs. Rough Riders basketball, 4 minutes to go here in this second quarter. Quickly inbounded to Tremble. Tremble's turnaround jump shot no good, rebounded by Seeley. Seeley pulls the basketball back out and lets the offense reset for her Rough Riders ball club. Passed in the corner, shot up and no good by Jaycox. Rebounded by Schneider, who quickly outlets it to Bills. Bills looking to get across half court, now sends it to Schneider. Schneider brings it across. Guarded by Ramirez, sends it now left side to Danielle Gross. Danielle Gross, ball above her head, sends it in to Apple. Apple from the left block, jump shot, no good. Bill's late to get set up for the rebound and is going to be have the whistle blown in the foul. Bill's going to be fouled coming over the back. Late to get set up there on the rebound.
Josh, that's a foul you and I talked about that you just can't afford to give to this Roosevelt team. Is they're good enough? You can't give them chances at the line. I mean, by my numbers, Jaycox is 0 for 4. Seeley is 1 for 3. So, I mean, the Mustangs haven't been getting killed from the free throw line, but that's just something you can't do. You have to be able to stay on your end of the court and be able to put the ball in the basket.
With that foul, a 1-and-1 bonus scenario for the Rough Riders. Jaycox misses the free throw. But on the rebound, jump ball's calling. Possession arrow with the Rough Riders as they have the basketball. Quickly inbounded to Ramirez. Her three's no good. Schneider has it, but then almost has it taken away by Ramirez. But now is able to get it up court to Bills. Bills brings it across half court to Gross. Gross sends it baseline Shookie. Shookie's 18-foot jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Ramirez. Ramirez pushes the pace back to the other end of the floor. Sent up top to Seeley for three. Foul on Schneider. And that's going to send Seeley to the line to shoot three. Schneider, that's going to be her second foul. Second foul on Schneider. Mustangs 8th this half. Sends Seeley to the line for the Rough Riders to shoot three. First shot up, no good off the back of the rim.
Morgan Federal Bank, your one-stop shop for all of your banking and investment needs, from checkings to savings to IRAs. 321 Ensign Street, Morgan Federal Bank. There's the difference. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Second shot again, no good off the back of the rim, just a little long for Seeley. And before she'll shoot her third, Coach Longoria for the Rough Riders wants to talk about it. 24-9, Mustangs trail, 2:59 to go here, second quarter. We'll take a quick break. Girls basketball, B106, B106.com. Back here for Morgan High School, Josh Miller alongside Braden Schneider, bringing you girls basketball action here on the home hardwood in Fort Morgan. 3 minutes to go in this second quarter, first half. Mustangs trail 24-10 off the make here by Seeley. Foul by Schneider sent Seeley to the line to shoot three. Seeley only able to convert one of those three. Mustangs now have the basketball. As it's sent in low to Winsheimer. Winsheimer gets the whistle blown and a travel call, giving the ball back here to the Rough Riders. Alexis Bills, Macy Shookie, Sammy Pettyjohn, Brittany Winsheimer, Danielle Gross. 5 Mustangs here on the floor with 2:45 to go in this half. Unguarded Ramirez, straight away three-point shot is good for the Rough Riders. Mustangs have to do a better job guarding Ramirez, the Rough Riders' leading scorer, as that's now her third three-point basket here in this first half. Mustangs unable to handle this pressure here early by the Rough Riders. As on the inbounds play and as they work to try to get it at half court, the ball's thrown into the bleachers for yet another turnover here, and gives the ball back to the Rough Riders, 2:20 to go. Ball sent in to the key. Tremble. Tremble's turnaround jump shot, 10 foot away, no good off the front of the rim, rebounded by Bills. Bills pushes the pace down the floor but has it taken away from behind. Roosevelt with the numbers on the break. And it looks like she's going to travel before she got the shot off. Whistle blown, travel on the Rough Riders. Becky Edson gives the ball back to the Mustangs here with 2:05 to go, second quarter. 28-9 is the score. Mustangs trail. Mustangs try to get free of this full court pressure. Pettyjohn struggling to do so. Passes it cross court to Bills. Bills quickly sends it to Gross. And they're going to have yet again another whistle, and they're going to say Danielle traveled as well, giving the ball back to the Rough Riders. Ball's inbounded by Ramirez to Lauren Cooper for Roosevelt. Cooper drives the lane, now sends it back up top to Ramirez. Ramirez doesn't even think about it. 5 foot behind the three-point line, puts up the shot off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Alexis Bills for the Mustangs. Alexis's pass as she tries to get across half court's not accurate. Goes off the hands of Pettyjohn and out of bounds. Mustangs trail 28-9. Turnover's the biggest issue tonight in this basketball game. Foul's a little bit of an issue, but Rough Riders have not converted those fouls into points. Mustangs just not able to get across half court and set up any kind of offense to put points on the board on our end of the floor. And those turnovers are leading 2 points for the Rough Riders as Gabby Ramirez converts the jump shot from the free throw line for 2 more. 30-9. Gross tries to get it to Schneider, top the three-point line, has it taken away by Tremble. Tremble runs the length of the floor with nobody to beat and lays it up and in. Schneider has the basketball, runs into double-team pressure, crossed half court, breaks that pressure, tries to send it left side to Winsheimer, has the basketball poked away. Subs for the Mustangs. Ashley Appleton now coming into this basketball game for Macy Shookie. Ashley Apple into the ball game. Danielle Gross, Brittany Winsheimer, Sammy Pettyjohn, Allie Schneider on the floor for the Lady Mustangs with 1 minute to go here, second quarter. Ball inbounded by Schneider up top, Pettyjohn. Back to Schneider, baseline. Schneider drives, lays it up, no good. Rebounded by Apple. Apple puts it back up and in. Good job by Apple there to set up down low, establish position, get the offensive board, and convert it to points. 32-11, 45 seconds to go here in this half. Shot missed by Ramirez, rebounded by Cooper. Cooper has her shot blocked by Schneider. Apple collects the loose ball, sends it up to Gross, who brings it across half court for the Mustangs. Gross left side to Pettyjohn. Pettyjohn forgot to grab the basketball as it hit her hand and goes away out of bounds. Pettyjohn had the open look, headed towards the basket before she had possession of the ball. Ball goes away and out of bounds. 25 seconds to go. Rough Riders have the basketball. 32-11 is the score. Shot up by Ramirez, no good. Rebounded by Pettyjohn. Quickly outlets it to Schneider. Schneider now gets it back up to Pettyjohn, who pushes across half court and is fouled. Foul's going to be on Gabby Ramirez. That's Ramirez's second. Fourth team foul for the Rough Riders. Mustangs will have the basketball in front of the scorer's table. 10.9 seconds here on the game clock in this second quarter. 32-11 is the score. Schneider quickly sends it in. Baseline. Jump shot no good by Winsheimer. Rebounded by Apple. Apple goes back up. Her shot no good. Gross tries to save it. Schneider throws it up. Off the rim, no good. Gross, great hustle there at the end of this quarter to save the basketball and give the Mustangs a chance. Schneider's shot looked good from where I'm sitting, but just fell a little bit short as it hit the front of the rim as time expired in this first half. 32-11 is our score. The Roosevelt Rough Riders lead the Fort Morgan Mustangs here at halftime. We'll take a quick break, add up the numbers, be back to talk about it. You're listening to Mustang Girls Basketball, B106, B106.com.